Right, welcome back everybody. Glad you could join me once again. Okay, so I got a bit of interesting news for the last day and a half. It's only one video, I got another one that I got to do as well. We're going to start this one off pretty cool. Comet 209P Linear will pass Earth at 8,310,000 kilometers, 5.2 million miles in May this year. It is expected that this close approach will result in debris from the comet being strewn in the path of Earth's orbit, likely causing a meteor shower between May 23rd and 24th. It will not be naked eye object, as it is only expected to reach magnitude plus 11. Some real-time information for you. Look how fast it's going. Pretty cool. Distance from Earth, Sun, whereabouts it is if you have a telescope. Yeah. And then this here is showing its path to come by this month. This is obviously May 15th here. So it's I've also been told where on the course that it's traveling past the sun, there's like 7 big sunspots following this comet as it comes through. So the possibility of large solar flares and CMEs is a very possible happening, and as it comes past Earth, obviously if anything comes from the sun, it'll be Earth directed. I don't know how that affects the comet, whether it could cause it to blow, fizz out, or I don't know. Suns can do that to comets. I've seen it before. So it's, if it blew up as it was passing, that would be really cool. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully it just goes past and we get some cool pictures. Jump over to Yellowstone for a bit. You see activity today. As you can see, it's more so. But pointing out as I do with the quakes that are registering on majority of all of them, still in that same spot, same time, all the way over. Plus a lot more activity happening with these. I'll just show you yesterday. I had a glitch there and here. I think the other ones are fine. More activity though. But yeah, they had a glitch, or they turned off for some reason. I don't know. Counter-current news. May 6th, Muslims flee homes after massacres in India. Muslim families began fleeing their homes in India's northeast Assam recently due to massacres where at least 32 villages were gunned down. Soldiers were deployed to keep order after mostly women and children were murdered by masked tribal terrorists. Now, nearly 300 have taken refuge at a relief camp that has been set up about 3 miles from the village in Buxa district. The villagers hit the worst by violence. And all voices. This is January 10th. Once I've talked about this before. Monsanto plans to patent genetically modified marijuana brand in Uruguay. U.S. corporation Monsanto plans to launch production of genetically modified marijuana, and companies such as Drug Policy Alliance Open Society Foundation are going to create our own brand, which will be produced under Cannabis Information Portal LA Red 21. You guys, natural marijuana / hemp cures cancer. This stuff will not. This is the way I see it. They'll pull this into the market. People will start smoking weed, and they won't know it's GMO, and then they'll start getting cancer, and then, oh, marijuana causes cancer. Boom, you won't get it legalized. Something will happen. It's a war on drugs. I mean, especially marijuana when it cures cancer. So, yeah, I don't know. Not good. U.S. News Health. Scientists create first living organism from artificial DNA. Wednesday, May the 7th. Moreover, Frankenstein, your 21st century counterpart, has just been announced. In true sci-fi fashion, a team of researchers at the Scripps Research Institute in La Jolla, California, has created a brand new bacteria based on a genetic structure found nowhere on Earth. According to the lead researcher Floyd Romersberg, the feat involved artificially engineering a unique combination of DNA material, a combination not found in any living creature, and then successfully inserting it into a living cell that usually contains only natural combinations of DNA. Life on Earth, in all its diversity, is encoded by only two pairs of DNA bases, A to T and C to G, Romsberg explained in an Institute news release. And what we've made is an organism that stably contains those two, plus a third, unnatural pair of bases. Oh boy. Getting a load of that. This one's very interesting. It's about why the NSA has classified all information about MH370. It's May the 2nd. We have determined the fact of the existence or non-existence of the MH370 materials you request is a currently and properly classified matter in accordance with Executive Order 1352-6, National Security Agency, April 16th. Our pilotless drone command and control systems and 8 defense scientists the treasure in the strange disappearance of MH370. The fact that it's classified? Why won't they tell us? What happened to the plane? On April 30, 2014, the following explanations for an intelligence matrix behind the baffling disappearance of MH370 has emerged on the internet from an anonymous source. Earthfiles share this for consideration and welcomes feedback from viewers. Anonymous source. The Americans are withdrawing from Afghanistan. One of their command and control systems used for controlling pilotless drones was hijacked by the Taliban when an American transport convoy was moving down from one of the hilltop bases. The Taliban ambushed the convoy, killed 2 American SEAL personnel, seized the equipment and weapons, including the command and control system, which weighed about 20 tons and packed into 6 crates. Happened a month ago in February this year. What the Taliban wants is money. They want to sell the system to the Russians or the Chinese. The Russians are too busy in Ukraine. The Chinese are hungry for the system's technology. Just imagine if the Chinese master the technology behind the command and control system. All the American drones will become useless. So the Chinese sent 8 top defense scientists to check the system and agreed to pay millions for it. Is that like trying to spark the US? Because for the way I see it, like, if they can control all of their drones, isn't that asking for a war? I don't know. This one's cool. It's put on RT, May the 7th. DARPA's flying Humvee project takes flight. So weird. A new US military project looking to combine a ground vehicle and a helicopter has been generating online buzz. The new technology, which so far has surpassed initial expectations, could well be performing rescue and supply missions in the future. There's a video down here. It just shows it drives around and then lifts off, comes back down. You guys check that out. Have a little bit of a read for yourself. WA Today. Child sex abuse not seen as a crime, inquiry told. May 5th. The Christian Brothers regarded the physical and sexual abuse of children as abhorrent and a moral failing, but not a criminal offence, a Royal Commission has been told. The Royal Commission into Institutional Responses to Child Sex Abuse has also heard double jeopardy laws prevented other men from coming forward to tell of their abuse at the hands of a brother Dick, who was sentenced to 3.5 years after confessing to abusing 5 unknown children. Allegations of child sex abuse were not passed on to police because the order did not see them as a criminal matter. That's disgusting. That's just disgusting. Oh yeah, it wouldn't load for me. This RT. Ukraine military surround Mariupol City Hall, shoot at protesters. I've got the video here, so I won't read it, I'll just play this.
Is opening fire on City Hall in the eastern town of Mariupol. Local self-defense forces say the troops ignored a proposal to negotiate it and started shooting. One man who tried to stop them dismantling barricades near the building was reportedly injured. Well, now it's believed Ukrainian troops have encircled the city, setting up 10 checkpoints. On Wednesday, Ukraine's Interior Ministry claimed the city, which is one of the main focal points of the anti-government unrest, was under its control. But later, self-defense forces managed to occupy City Hall again, before again being forced out.
Wow. Here you go. Man. Got another one here for it. Blacklisted news. May the 8th, Ukraine deploys 15,000 troops to Russian border. NATO beefs up forces in Eastern Europe. Their source is RT as well, so that's not surprising. Ukraine soldier stands in front of pro-Russian civilians at a checkpoint near the town of Slavyansk in eastern Ukraine. Ukraine has deployed 15,000 troops on its border with Russia, while NATO continues beefing up its forces in Eastern Europe. Russian Defense Ministry stated as the military alliance and Pentagon accused Moscow of keeping armed forces close to Ukraine. The 15,000-strong grouping of Ukrainian forces has been deployed in the border areas. Military conscription has resumed in Ukraine. Russian Deputy Defense Minister Anatoly Antonov said in the statement on Thursday. At the time NATO amasses its grouping of forces in Eastern Europe, he stressed, adding that such actions are not contributing to the efforts to de-escalate tensions in Ukraine. Very true. Very true. Yeah, it's not dying down, it's still going hard. It's that Western-backed government that they put in there. This. I was like, what the hell when I saw this. Sick, demented fools. White House releases image depicting Obama as Game of Thrones king. Thursday, May the 8th. For those who don't watch the show, King Joffrey sits on the Iron Throne in Game of Thrones. He is 100% irredeemably evil. And this is the man the White House compares Barack Hussein Obama to by releasing this photo. The White House tweeted out an image of Barack Obama depicted as a king from Game of Thrones, a gag that cuts a little too close to the bone for some critics given Obama's lust for executive power. Check that out. Crossbow, crown, it's all there. Who does he think he is? You go here, InfoWars, they've got the full report that they put out. Just goes into a bit about, the Joffrey and Game of Thrones and, yeah, I don't watch it, but apparently it's pretty good. That's all the stuff I have for you today. Make sure you check out this. Definitely check out that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll put a new one up pretty soon. Cheers, guys.